All right. There we go. We're gonna get it together. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Love and Good Music. This is another Cookie Jar edition. I'm your host, Erica Cookie Alexander, and I just want to thank everybody for always tuning in. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the notification bell to make sure that you see every new video I pop up. When you see it, you'll be like, oh, she made a new one. Or maybe she didn't. I don't know. Maybe she's just putting up some content. But either way, keep in contact with me. I appreciate all the love. So we're going to get started. I don't want to keep you guys too long. I know I say that every episode, but it's okay. Don't be a hater. Well, you're actually not a hater if you're here, but I appreciate it. I'm going to keep this one short and sweet. I just had so many cookie jar questions, and I was like, oh my god, I didn't get to them. So I want to see if I could finish them. And shout out to my earrings. You guys see my earrings? They're like, oh, they're like these little elephants. Ew. So cute, right? See Sade. Don't forget to go watch my baby's video where he's bumping Sade on my table, and he was only 2 years old. Go find it in my video log. But I've been doing a lot. Let's just catch up really quickly before we start the show. Traveling a lot, some more travels, and some more stuff. So, I be getting around. And on top of that, just trying to find the balance, right? It's always trying to find the balance between being a working mom. Like, I have a 9 to 5 that I go to Monday through Friday, and then with being a mom and a new mom, and I do co-parent. So, I operate as a single parent when I do have my child. So that's very interesting, and it takes a lot. It takes a lot of energy. It takes a lot of balance on my part to make sure that I have enough in my cup to pour into his cup, because I know when my cup is not full, I can't pour into his cup. I know when I feel it. There's days when, like, my son is like blowing my patience, and I'm like, oh, it's because mommy didn't charge her battery enough to withstand all this energy coming your way, so these kids, they just have so much energy, and if you're not ready for them, they can drive you crazy. It's okay. So, and my son does it to me sometimes, but then I have to just take a breath and just just remind myself that he's just exploring, and he's just learning, and he's just trying to navigate this life like everybody else. And his brain is only 3 years old, and he's seeing things from a different lens than me, and I have to just be patient. And so I think that's the biggest thing that having a child has taught me, is patience, because that's something that I've struggled with my entire life. But yeah, just patience and just so much gratitude. There's just so much gratitude in parenthood, just waking up every day and just being able to watch your kids sleep. Like, I know I'm that creep parent. Like, I watch my son sleep. He's just sleeping. I'm like, is he breathing? Are you good? Are you breathing? Like, and it's just like so beautiful. Just hear them breathe or watch them breathe, and like, that's life, it's life in their body, and like, it's just a beautiful thing. I'm so grateful to be a parent. All right, so let's get this show started. Oh my god, I didn't even tell you guys, I got a freaking speeding ticket. So I'm interested to see what my cards say, because I know when things happen in your life, it's usually some sort of karma or some sort of way that I've pulled that into my life. Like, what is the universe trying to tell me by giving me a ticket? Besides, I need to stop at stop signs. That was what I got my ticket for. He said I didn't stop at the stop sign. I don't know if I did or not. I definitely didn't run it, which is what it says on my ticket. It says I didn't stop. I probably paused, which would have been more accurate statement to write on my ticket. But this mofo said I just didn't stop, which I'm definitely going to court, because I need to have my day, and I need to tell the judge that I stopped. Because I did. I paused. That's what I'm going to tell the judge. I didn't run it. I paused. But yeah, that sucked. That's like my first ticket I've gotten in like 10 years. Maybe like 8. But still. I just bought a new car. And that's my first ticket I got within 6 months of having my car. And on top of that, I'm working on a book, guys. So when I write my book, go buy my book, okay? It's a children's book. It's about the moon. So, oh, I don't know. Was that my card? Okay. All right. Even though, all right. I'm gonna let that one be my card because I'm gonna believe that, you know, nothing is coincidence. So this one fell out. And this one says Glowing Vibes. And it says, And Still I Rise by Dr. Maya Angelou. I feel like we got this card before. Because the back says forgiveness. Did we get this card before? Okay. Let me just pull another one just in case. Because I feel like we got that card before. I don't know. Another one. Maybe it wasn't that one. I don't know. Let's do this one. Okay, this one says self-love affirmation. I plant seeds of worthiness all around me. I plant seeds of worthiness all around me. Ew, some self-love. That's right up my alley. I think I like this one better than the first one, since considering I feel like I've pulled the first one before. Not that you can't pull cards that you've pulled before, but I like to pull a different card, especially for the show. But today was my self-love, self-care day. You know, I didn't have my child. He's with his father. And so, you know, today was about me and making sure I'm right. Everybody needs that in their lives, right? What did I just say? I gotta make sure my cup is full so I can pour into my child's cup as soon as I get him back. So, mommy went on some self-care, self-love stuff, and now I'm home, and I was like, let me get on this thing and talk to these people. So, this time, I actually got my hourglass going, so I'm gonna really try to stay true to this and, you know, not keep you guys too long. But I was dying to see what else I had put in here because this is actually really funny. I actually filled this a long time ago. So some of these, I mean, even though I filled it up, duh, I know it's in here, I don't remember because so much stuff just goes on in my life. So, you know, who's going to remember what questions I added in a cookie jar like super long ago? So, let's get this thing started. I'm excited. Oh, let's see what we got, people. Let's see what we got. Finish the riddle. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Please keep my secrets because you know it all. No, the reason that I say that is because I feel like there's mirrors all around me. My closets are mirrors in my room, so I'm like, you know, if I'm doing the dirty, like, it's looking at me, I'm looking at me, I'm looking at myself sometimes, but I don't know, because, you know, a lot of spiritual people, a lot of spiritual teachers will tell you that mirrors are portals. So, you know, sometimes that does trip me out. Sometimes I'm like, oh, dang, you know, are spirits coming in and out of my closet? You know, is this really a portal? So, you know, I don't know. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. So sometimes, you know, being around a lot of mirrors kind of freaks me out a little. But then sometimes I'm like open to it. I'm like, whatever. But yeah, my mirrors hold a lot of my secrets, especially like my bedroom mirrors and my dresser mirror. It's been through a lot with me, so don't be telling my secrets, girl. Oh, that was a good one. Forgot about that. Okay. The last time you did something stupid. I just got a freaking ticket for running a stop sign. That was stupid, but since I already shared that story, let me share something else. So, oh my gosh. Okay. At first, I didn't think this was ever possible. I was like, there's no way you could ever get in the wrong Uber, right? Because, like, who does that? And so I thought it was never a possibility until I actually did it myself. And you're probably like, how the hell did you get in the wrong car? I was thinking the same thing. How the hell did I get in the wrong car? And on my street. So it wasn't even like I'm at like Staples Center or anything and there's like 15 Priuses that look alike and I'm like, oh my God. No, this was right in front of my house. I got into the wrong Uber right in front of my house. So I think this was right when I was getting ready to go buy my car because my car was broken. So I had to get an Uber. And so it shows me a black Prius is about to pull up and pick me up. I'm like, okay, cool. I walk outside. There's a black Prius sitting right there. I didn't even look. Like, I didn't even look at the thing. I didn't look at nothing. I'm like, black Prius sitting in front of my house. Like, what are the chances? Like, you know, this is a residential neighborhood. Like, what are the chances that 10 people are getting in a black Uber Prius too? So I get in the car. Mind you, we both didn't look. He didn't look at me. I didn't look at him. I get in the car, I shut the door, this fool takes off. He's taking off. We're driving down the street. Mind you, my phone's ringing. And I'm like, what's going on? Why is my phone ringing? It's my other Uber calling me, talking about, where are you at? And I'm like, what? What is going on? So then the guy in the front goes, oh, you're going to Gardena? I'm like, no, I'm not going to Gardena. Like, what the hell is going on? He's like, then he says like the girl's name or whoever it was supposed to be to get into that one. I was like, oh no, that's not me. So he flips a U-turn. We go back to the house. The girl who's supposed to be in my Uber is standing by my Uber. She's pissed. Of course she's pissed because her fare's already going because I already took off in her car. She's pissed. She's standing in my Uber. My Uber's standing there waiting for me. I jump out of mine. I jump in there and I'm like, well, that's between y'all. You know, y'all can figure it out. But yeah, that was pretty stupid. I got in the wrong Uber. Look at the license plate, people. And look at your driver. How about that? Look at your driver. Shame on us. Both of us didn't look at each other. That's what's wrong with America now, right? We just don't even communicate, don't even look at each other. And that was shame on me too. I got in the car, I was just looking at my phone. I didn't care. I was ready to go wherever I needed to go. I was like, yeah, black Prius, that's me, let's go. Get me to my destination, let's go, bro. Because I'm not the type to be in the back of the lift talking to people anyways. I don't like when my driver talks to me. I don't want my driver to talk to me. Like, just get me to where I need to go, okay? So, yeah, that's my getting in the back of a wrong Uber story. Next question. Ooh, this one says, do I regret any exes? Did you hear my phone just beep? Was that my phone telling me I need to tell the truth? I don't regret any, but maybe I wish I would have skipped a few, or maybe not stuck around as long, I think. But I'm definitely a firm believer in every situation in your life got you to where you need to go or to where you are now. And for that, I wouldn't be here without any of them. So in reality, like, I needed that. I needed them. And actually, in hindsight, you know, in some of the relationships, I was the butthead, you know, I was the jerk. And so, you know, in looking back, I'm like, I want to thank them for dealing with me, you know, and some, I'm not going to say in all, but in some of them, yeah, in some of them, I was the brat, you know, and so in some of them, I'm like, wow, you know, he actually put up with me, like, what a good guy. You know, and then with some of them, I'm like, oh, God, what was I thinking? But maybe that's my karma for when I was being a brat, huh? No comment. Next question. What is my pet peeve? Oh, that's easy. Liars. Liars, 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 liar, liar, pants on fire. Liar, liars, 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 liars. You a lie. You a lie. You goddamn lie. You a liar. And that is my pet peeve. Liars, 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 liars. Just tell the truth. That's all you gotta do. Is saying sorry hard? Oh, I really did this. All these questions, huh? Oh. To some people, no. To some people, saying sorry is not hard. And that could be a little funny too. When people just overly say sorry for things, I'm like, that's not authentic, because you just saying that way too willy-nilly. But I think when you genuinely want to apologize to someone, you feel it, you know it. For me, saying sorry is a little difficult, but it's something that I'm working on, because I don't use it all willy-nilly, and so when I do say it, like I mean it, because it takes a lot. So if I build up that courage, or that whatever you need, that getting you over not wanting to apologize, then you got to take that for what it's worth. Now people just take advantage of the word sorry sometimes too, or I apologize. I hate when people apologize. It's like, well, why? Why are you always apologizing? Why can't you just do things right? So there's it's a fine line. But to answer the question, the cookie jar question, sometimes it's very difficult for me to apologize, yes, especially when my hands are not clean in a situation and I have to admit fault. And that's hard for me because I'm like, oh, I really don't want you to judge my character or to think like, this is who I am. I just made a mistake. But there's some people in their life that they feel the same way. They just made a mistake and they want your forgiveness. And then there's some people that they make a lot of mistakes and they don't want your forgiveness. They want your stupidity. So fine line, but good question. Is saying sorry hard? Sometimes it shouldn't be. Sometimes it is. Sometimes there's layers to the sorry. And that's my final answer. I'm gonna do like 2 more. Then we're gonna have to do another one. Okay. 1 more after this. 1 more after this, and then we'll do another one. What is going on? Do you want to be married? That's a loaded question. So, do I want to be married? Yes. I think yes. I think the answer, I don't want to say think, yes. I want to be married because if I got married, that meant certain things were in place. So yes, I'd love to be married. I'd love to be married because that meant that I finally found a partner who I felt was either my soulmate or someone in this life that I knew we needed to spend a long, lengthy time together. And someone that I felt that emotionally, physically, mentally, spiritually, all those things are in alignment with each other, and that we understand each other. I don't need to be around him all the time. I don't need him to be around me all the time, but knowing that even in our separateness or in separation, that he has my back and I have his. And that the respect is always there. The respect is always first. And I think if you have those things, then there's nothing, anything to, and truth, me, because I don't like liars, but as long as you have that truth and that honesty there, and knowing that you have your partner's back, that's great and that's bomb. Along with low emotional intelligence and some bread and, you know, a passport and a good time. Well, we could do this, boo. We could do this, boo boo. Call me. But yes, I want to be married. I want to be married because that means I found him. I found my mate in this lifetime. And yeah, that would be amazing. To know that I found him after all these tries, after all my tries. Like, I finally aligned with my mate. So yeah, I want to be married. I want to be married. Okay, last question. Even though there's more. Ooh, now I'm gonna do another cookie jar edition. Oh, this one's easy. Maybe I'll do another one. Am I left or right-handed? I am right-handed. However, I think my son is left-handed because he does everything with his left hand. So cute. Okay, last one. Ooh, favorite cartoon. Okay, so when I was a kid, I would definitely say, you know, different ages, you watch different things, but I would say my most fondest memory of watching television and watching cartoons was the TV show Doug. And Doug and Patty Mayonnaise and Skeeter and, you know, all of those characters. I can't even think all the rest of them right now, but I loved that show. I freaking loved that show, and yeah, that was like my favorite. Came on Nickelodeon, and I was just like, I don't know, I just have so many memories watching that show in my grandparents' bedroom. They always used to be in the living room, so I would come after school. I would go to their bedroom so nobody would bother me, and I'd sit on their bed and I'd watch Doug, and I was into it. As an adult, I don't really watch any television anymore, but when I did watch television, my cartoon life was all about Family Guy. Like, it just was. I did like American Dad, but I was definitely a Family Guy girl. Especially, I would say episodes like, I would say seasons like 2 through like 12 were like gems. It was like those first episodes that were just like classics. Boondocks was pretty good too, but like, I don't know, Family Guy was just it for me. I watched it every night, and it was just classic. It was just so well written, so smart, so genius, and you know, I don't really watch it anymore because it's kind of like now, but those first few seasons were genius. That's gonna do it for me. Like I said, I wanted to just do a quick check-in with you guys. I'm so glad I got to see you guys again. These are fun. I definitely want to finish these. I still have questions in here if you guys can see. So I'll do probably another check-in soon in like a month or so. I don't know, whenever I feel the need. And we'll finish it up because that's fun. So whenever I'm not doing love stories, I'll do Cookie Jar on myself. So thank you guys so much for always watching and paying attention to what your girl got going on. I know you could do a million things. I appreciate you guys. I hope you're reading. I hope you're traveling. I hope you're doing everything that you were brought here to this life to do. You did not come here to be regular. I think that's when I get in my head sometimes and I'm like borderline depression or like, oh, I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing. That's one of the things that I always, you know, it's not a favorite quote because I don't know who said it, but I remember someone told me, they're like, did you come to this life to just be regular? No, you didn't come here to be regular. You came here to be spectacular. You know, you came here for everything that you wanted. So go get it. Why do you settle for things that you don't want? If you're only here, for those of you who don't believe in reincarnation, You're only here once. Do what the hell you want to do in this lifetime. Eat the food you want to eat. Go on the trips you want to go on. Date the people you want to date. Do the things that you want to do. Don't, settle for things that don't make you happy. You only are here one time, especially in this body. Even if you do come back, you're not in this body. You won't have this life again. So I've just been trying to do that. Everything that I want to do, I do. When I want to buy something, I buy it. I'm like, hey, the universe has me, has my back. And, money is energy. And so if you believe that and you spend with good intention and knowing that you deserve that and the money is gonna cycle back no matter what, you can have whatever you want. And you don't have to worry about anything. Abundance is yours. Abundance is yours. Abundance is your birthright. You came here to this life to enjoy it and to have abundance. So I hope that you are enjoying yourself and getting all the things in your life that you want. And if you're not, you didn't come here for what you're settling for. Think about it. And as always, spread love and good music.